We are here with Admiral C4C. He is a beloved artist in Europe, but especially in Romania, and he will be present in Cluj-Napoca on the 27th of July at the Retro L'Amour party. Hi, how are you?
Hello, good morning from Hawaii. I guess right now it's evening in Romania, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. What time exactly is it in Romania?
It's 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Beautiful,
Friday.
beautiful.
Yes.
Well, it's my pleasure being here today. And I just want you to know that it's always beautiful for me to be connected to Romania. You know, I've always have a connection to Romania. So it's my
Yes,
pleasure being here today.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I saw that you were actually born in Nigeria, then you studied in Cyprus, and at some point you moved to Romania. Will you tell
Yeah.
me more about your path? What made you choose music?
I will say, like I've always said, I did not choose music. Music chose me. Because from the age of 7, I found myself doing this. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, seeing the likes of Dr. Alban, Bonnie M, and Michael Jackson, and several other great artists in the world, seeing them on television. I remember, and my mom used to tell me that whenever these things come on television, I'm just a different human being. I'm always in front of the TV, trying to sing along, trying to dance to the music. You know, I've always had that passion from a kid. But actually, from the age of 11, I actually started to sing, you know, because at the age of 11, I was already in high school, junior high. So at 11, uh, lecturer, the teacher in school had to put some few boys that were known as bad boys then because we were never attentive in class, you know. Whenever we're in class, we're always doing our own thing, you know, trying to just maybe beat our chest and make sound or beat the table and make sound. So kids like that were known like as bad boys, you know, because we're not participating in things that have to do with education. So this teacher decided, okay, these guys are not bad boys. They are just a kind of special kids that need special attention. So he created a band in school then, and he called the Spheres Band that had a couple of students like me, you know, which he calls special kids, not bad kids. And he introduced us to instruments then, and you know, had guys on the drum, and we're just 11 years old. I mean, I was 11, and some were 12, you know, and we started to sing for the school, you know. Then we started by um, like cover, you know, singing to other artists' songs. You understand? So that was how the journey started. And slowly, I mean, music have been in my life from when I was a kid.
What instrument did you play, or were you singing vocals back then in high school?
Back then I was a vocalist. I could play drums and conga, but there was another guy. I mean, he was the school's drummer boy. His name was Ratus. ID 30. He's based in England now. I was on Facebook Live yesterday, and why I am talking about him now is because I was on Facebook Live yesterday, and he popped up. He came on my Facebook Live, and I was like, "Wow, man, look at this guy!" And he was now, you know, writing in the comment and telling people, "Oh gosh, this guy, you know, from the age of 11, we're just 11-year old." Back then, we were very, very envious of him because he was then people in Nigeria. Then we were not too engrossed, or we're not too intrigued by vocalists. I mean, I'm talking about kids because we're kids, but we're more intrigued by drummers because the drummers are like star boys, you know. I don't know. I mean, you went to high school, you know, there's the drummers when they play the drum when we're marching, you know, that kind of thing, or when
Yeah.
sports is the sports guys are playing sports, the drummers come to cheer them up. So every girl wanted to hang around with the drummers, you know, not vocalists, you know. We were very envious of him then. And he wrote it on my Facebook Live yesterday. Imagine it. I never knew you guys were envious of me. Now we are envious of you, you know, how times change, you know. But that's it anyway. I played drums, but because Ratus was better than us, I just gave up that as I just stuck to the vocalist, being a vocalist.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's interesting how the tables have turned.
Yeah, it's interesting how the tables turn, you know. But that's live though.
Yeah. So, why did you come to Romania? Where you were in Cyprus at some point? You studied tourism, and then what made you come
After
to?
my high school, I went to Cyprus for my university level of education. In Cyprus, I was in the University of Nicosia. American University in Nicosia. Then it was called Americanos. When I was there, it was called Americanos, but they later changed the name to um, American College Nicosia. There, I studied travel and tourism management, and right from school again. I mean, you know, growing up in Nigeria, I didn't really have much opportunity because, like I was saying, back then, music wasn't really a thing. Everyone wanted the kid to be a lawyer, a doctor, and all that kind of professional white collar job thing. No one was really, I mean, I'm talking about our parents now, you know, the parents will beat the living daylight out of you if you say you want to be a musician or a footballer or something like that. Then you just have to be a lawyer, a doctor, or an engineer, you
Yeah.
know? So though we had the talent and the flair for all this, it wasn't really a thing, you know? So I was like, you know what? I just want to become, you know, a professional like everyone else, go abroad, have the best of education, come back and, you know, be in a professional field. I mean, when I talk professional, I'm talking about the white collar job thing. So
Yeah.
I left for Cyprus to study travel and tourism management. While I was in Cyprus again studying, by the way, I was one of the best students in class. I mean, this is a television show. I mean, everybody knows me then in class. So I was very, very curious to know more. I've always been this kind of guy. So while that was going on in school, I was still going about trying to, you know, see if anyone, because it's a tourist destination. Cyprus is, so I mean, you all know Cyprus is one of the biggest tourist destinations in Europe. I was trying to see if I could get a job, part-time job, but I couldn't have a job because as a student, you can't have a job. So one of
Yeah.
my holidays, I wanted to go back to Nigeria. Back then, you know how it goes. I'm talking about 2000. So this is the years 2009, 10, yeah, 2009, 10. So I wanted to, you know, get a job, but I couldn't get a job because as a student, you're not allowed to get a job. I came to Cyprus on a student visa. You understand? So
Yeah.
when I went to get pictures, because back then social media and digital stuff were the thing. You have to take pictures. You have to go to the where you print out the pictures. You know, so I wanted to go print out pictures so when I go back home, I'll be able to show people. You know, I mean, student live in Europe. So I walked into a shop called the Vionatis Photography in the heart of Nicosia, um, like downtown, yeah, downtown Nicosia, yeah. So I
Okay.
went there. When I stepped into the shop, the guy that was there sitting down to attend to me just said, "Hey, you look so fancy like a musician." I'm like, "No, I'm not a musician. I'm a student." He said, "Oh, come on, why you look like a musician?" And I was like, "Okay, I mean, when I was back in Nigeria, I used to do a couple of things like that, but now I'm in school." The guy was like, "No, once you're an artist, you know." You can't give that up. I said, well, I'm in school. I don't even have money for that. And the guy was like, okay, if you have any song, bring it. I'm going to do a video for you.
Okay.
And there's something called YouTube now. We'll put, then it was not really a trend. I'll put it on YouTube and you never can tell. I agreed to that. To fast forward the story, the guy now made a video for me, a music video for me. I can't forget it. And he put it on his YouTube channel, and that was it. I mean, it was just there. And I was like, okay. In class, our lecturer someday was teaching us about the cookies, on internet, how, actually the subject was how to book tickets at hotels, because I told you I was studying travel and tourism management. So he said, when you want to book in bookings, you have to use the internet. The internet, there's something called the cookies. Whatever you put on the internet, the cookies will remind you when you come back to use the browser. So as a very curious student, I raised up my hand. I mean, can you show us something? I mean, we don't really understand. Can you show us what you're talking about? Then he said, okay, like now, your name, what's your name? I told him my name, he put it on it. Now, if you put your name on this browser, if you come back any other time and put like or what's your name? I told him my name, he now typed it. And when he clicked enter, the video that guy made showed up right in class. And everyone was like, oh, wow, we have a singing class, and everyone was clapping. I was shocked because, I mean, I didn't know how the stuff worked back then. And that was it. And that was it. So after the class, he now took me to the staff quarters, and he was telling the other teachers, oh, look at what we have here. We never knew we have an artist in class in the school, and blah, blah, blah. They greeted me and that. Fast forward a couple of weeks after, they called me again to the staff quarters. I say, hey, we're going to be having summer intakes, new students coming in for the summer. Please, could you help us entertain them? We, as a student, we don't have money to pay you, but, and for me, it was a big opportunity for me because I was always praying for an opportunity to hold the microphone back then. So when the opportunity came, I said, okay, cool. The day came, we had the concert for the new intakes summer students. That was the weekend. And on Monday, the owner of the venue came to school, straight to the head of the school. I said, that boy that was on the microphone, I want him now. So they called me, the head of the school called me, and I saw this guy, big guy, tattoos and all that, actually right there sitting. I thought maybe I was in trouble. I mean, I was like, what did I do wrong now? And behold, they say, my name is Christian, by the way. They say, Chris, this man is the owner of the club where we celebrated the summer intakes on Saturday. He has something to say. The guy said, I mean, you were so spectacularly wonderful. I want you to be a resident in my club. I was shocked because as a student, I don't even have student visa. And he was like, don't worry, I will take care of it and all that. So that was my journey in music in Europe. So from 1 day as a resident to 2 days, and lo and behold, I started to make use of the social media. So I would use the opportunity to advise anyone out there that is into anything creative, because I am a living witness. I am a living witness and a living testimony. Social media actually made me, because from there I started to post things on social media. It was new then. It was basically Facebook. That's why I am very, very much in love with Facebook, because Facebook made me. I started to post things on Facebook. One day at a time, 1 day at a time. From there, again, I found an opportunity to grab the microphone in Ayanapa. Ayanapa is one of the top tourist destinations. Only superstars are allowed to even hold the microphone there. So I found myself there because the school again arranged for me to go for an internship there. So I went there and I wanted to become, I started to go from door to door, clubs to clubs, showing them what I can do, you know. And lo and behold, one day I got a microphone. That I'll leave the story for another day, but I got the microphone and that was it. Posting on social media, that was how I got discovered by agents in Romania.
Mm-hmm. Damn, what an, I don't know, unexpected turn of events there. It's really cool.
Yeah, from there I got to Romania and it continued wild. I performed in over, I mean, if I cannot mention over 300, I can't mention, but in Romania, I have performed in over 300 combination of cities and small towns,
Oh,
venues, and over 4,000 concerts in Romania, if I'm not mistaken.
mm-hmm. Yeah. I wanted to ask you if you've ever performed in Cluj before, but I
If I
guess
perform in Cluj,
yeah.
that's what I'm telling you. In Romania, I have performed a combination of concerts, weddings, private events, over 4,000. In Cluj-Napoca, I performed at the Beach Arena like 3 or 4 times, I think. This is
Okay.
going to be my 4th time returning to the BT Arena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
And a
what
lot of other places. Then there was this Club Nord.
no, yeah, Nest of
Club
Agents.
Nord, yeah. And there's another club. There's a popular one that's downtown Cluj area.
Forum Space?
Not Forum. It's more urban club.
After 8?
After 8, yeah. After 8. After
Nice.
8, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
It's
what
not
do you think about the Romanian public? What are your experience like singing?
my experience with the Romanian public. I will tell you this firsthand now. I see a Romanian public that has a passion and a very strong interest for urban pop music.
Yeah.
But I see them having a lack of this demand. So from, like I tell you, I have performed in several places and they are crazy for music. I mean, they want to consume urban pop dance music like every other people or country in the world. But I see them starve. I feel that the music management, the music agencies, record labels, television, talking about music channels and radios are actually starving the Romanian public.
Really?
And it's just the plain. I mean, if you have really studied the Romanian music industry, you find out that the population, the people, the audience are being starved because there is a great appetite for consumption, but they're not having it. So they are usually stuck to the internet because
Yeah.
internet, everyone has the freedom of choice. But on the radio and the TV, they're trying to actually control the minds of the people. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. No offense, but this is my personal opinion. You understand? Whatever I'm saying is my personal opinion. And which I believe a lot of people that are very, very, very intelligent and can actually see what's going on, see a public. I mean, you can't, I mean, I remember several other big festivals. I have been part of several festivals in Romania, and international artists. We all come over there, and we see the vibrance. We see tickets being sold. We see the people are passionate to consume. They want it.
Yeah.
But why are we not having a lot of Romanian artists buzzing that way? Because in a country where there's a lot of consumption, there should be a lot of production because it's all about the law of demand and supply.
Mm-hmm.
For example, now I know Romanians like, I mean, especially for the elderly people, they love palinka, right? And because they love palinka, they're in the production of palinka because there's a market for it, right?
Yeah.
So when you find the people consuming the kind of product and always have to sort for those products internationally, then
Mm-hmm.
there's a problem of production because if they have it being produced locally, the people will probably patronize them. So this is how I feel about the music industry. Way back then, I remember there used to be, Romania used to top the charts when it comes to music in Europe.
Yeah.
I mean, the likes of Alexandra Stan, I remember, with Mr. Saxo Beat. I
Yeah.
remember the likes of Ozone. I think Ozone
Mm-hmm.
gave about Tambalan now, you understand?
Yes, and Ina as
I
well.
remember uh, Ina, right?
Yeah.
And Andra Balan and a couple of artists. They took Romania to the world. And I'm talking about, I was not in Romania then. I didn't even know they were Romanians because they were being consumed all over the world. Wherever I go, I hear the songs. And not that I hear the songs, they were topping charts and they were the people's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Romania had to return to that level, return back to where they were. I'm talking about the times of 2010, if I'm not mistaken, 29, 09, 2009 to 2012, everything started to,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, I don't know, but I think the radio, the television, the record labels, the music agents have to go back to this. Music is very big business. Out here in America, you all know, out everywhere in the world. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually take the people out of poverty because majority of these talented people, majority of them are actually not in school. And when you have people that are not exposed to education probably, what do you want from them? They have a talent. You can actually harness those talents and make something out of those talents that will make it very, very productive to both them, their family, their community, their the country, and their generation. So it's a win-win thing for everybody at the end of the day. That's why you see some countries like America, England, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. They invest a lot into these sectors to actually see that the people excel and the government wins.
Yeah.
I am based in America based on my talent, based on my talent. So you understand what I'm trying to say? America saw what I have and they gave me the opportunity just for my talent. The government, I'm not talking about private individuals, just because of my talent, I was given the opportunity to become an American.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me the chance to do that. So that is because they know that I'm beneficial to the society, I'm beneficial to myself because I ain't gonna be begging for money or going for social whatever, or other people. So what I'm trying to say is a government that knows the importance of talent, the importance of music, the importance of creativity, will actually invest in their people to see that they export such product to the world, and that product is even a kind of very, very productive means of livelihood to the people and the country itself.
Yeah. It's really interesting because I was thinking that what you mentioned, like the boom of Romanian music, still many people listen to that. Like I also listened to that when I was younger, and now I'm putting the songs on my playlist because I don't know, they are just like nothing else. It doesn't compare the vibe, the beat.
I will tell you something. 2 days ago, I was somewhere and I heard some them play Mr. Saxo Beat
Yeah.
right in Portland,
Oh,
Oregon. And I'm in so I
yeah.
told them that's a Romanian song. And they were arguing with me. No, it's not a Romanian song. I tend to tell them the history. No, it's done by a girl called Alexandra Stan, blah, blah, blah. Then they Google, they say, oh, that they thought it was an American song. So
Yeah, weird.
up till 2 days ago. So, and
Yeah.
this song is over 15 years. It's over 15 years. It's still buzzing in. So this is what I'm talking about. Romania, in a nutshell, in my conclusion regarding this subject, Romanians have the potentials. I have seen firsthand Romanians have got the potentials. But the people or the organizations that are supposed to harness these potentials, they are sleeping on the bicycle. if I use that word, they're sleeping on the bicycle.
I think I understand. Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's like, I don't know, I hope we'll be thriving again. And I really think that the retro parties like the one you'll be coming to really help in that regard. Um, I had another question that do you think that, and it relates to what you talked about, that retro, because it's not that retro, but like styles that were really popular like 10 years ago or so will come back in style again, like be mainstream, even at parties, like retro
Okay,
parties.
I will tell you this here. Now, in the United States of America, you still have artists like Lionel Richie, like Lionel Richie. You have
Yeah,
Lionel Richie. You have the likes of mention them. Every top big artist, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton still have billboards everywhere. I mean, what I'm trying to say again, you see how it connects what I was trying to say. Legends and legendary music never dies because
yes,
they are not only beautiful piece of art, they are also a stamp of who we really are as a people. You understand? There is no us without them. It's like history. Like in Romania, I remember they always take me to places like the Dracula Castle and all those. Those are monumental architectural structures that make a people. When Romania is talked about, Dracula Castle and the rest of places like that is brought to mind. Likewise, music. Music is a part of culture, is a part of tradition, is a part of what makes us who we are.
yeah,
So it's very important to preserve this. In preserving this, it has to do, like I used an example of the Dracula Castle. And I think there's this salt mine in Truda. Every year, I see renovations taking place. They try to renovate it to preserve it.
yeah.
Likewise, the same way music has to be treated. So let's give an example like the likes of Dr. Alban or Bonnie M. Like I told you, as a kid, I was listening to Dr. Alban. And I grew up having him as an inspiration because the kind of things he was doing, the amount of record he was selling, I wanted to be as great as that. So whether I like it or not, some things I got from what he was doing, and the likes of Bonnie M, Michael Jackson, and several other artists, King Beenie Man, those things became a part of who I am today, and not just me, several other artists. So if that was killed, there will be no new generation.
Yeah.
There will be no new generation. So that's why I find it very important, and that's why I dedicated my love and support for such a cause to always make sure we give reference and we tap into such beauty that these people have been blessed with, and we move on from that. It's the same with medicine. Medicine, the same thing. Compute on laptops, these were all what we have today. Like some days ago, I went to buy a hard disk and I bought 4 terabytes looking as small as, like as small as this 4 terabyte hard disk. And I remember just 2 years ago, I bought 500 gigabyte hard disks like as big as this. So
Yeah.
it's from those things that the scientists keep going back and finding out how to make new stuffs. If the same method is applied into music, we are going to be having better songs, better entertainment, better revenues coming in from the music. And it's the strategy I'm using is actually making this legendary artists, try to connect them with the new aspiring artists, having a kind of special blend whereby even as these artists get older, because nobody lives forever, even as they get older and they eventually might not have the energy and the strength to be out there on stage, they must have emptied themselves on the new generation that will continue to become even far, far, far more better artists than even the legends. It's very important to preserve this. And this is why the Ministry of Culture, the Ministry of, if Romania have its entertainment or whatever, should actually look into that. You understand? There is this popular saying, how can you know where you're going when you don't know where you're coming from? You must know where you're coming from to know where you're going. An average artist now might not even know the history of dance music. They don't even know what is dance music. Can you mention 4 or 5 dance artists that inspires you? They'll say, no, 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 I don't, nobody inspires me. They get inspiration from marijuana or something. I don't know, but it's very important. And that's what we're doing with Retro L'Amour. Retro L'Amour is not just a concert, it's an ideology. You understand? It's a vision. And this vision has a lifespan, a long lifespan, not just a concert. It's going to be an annual event that will see us having more concerts in several cities. Trust me, it's mind-blowing what they have in stock. With our partners, La Art Production, very, very serious, enthusiastic partners from France that buys and see this vision, and they are doing everything and putting everything in place to see that they give Romania a wonderful experience with the most spectacular artists they can ever imagine. So it's not just about retro artists. It's going to be a perfect blend of the retro artists and the newbies, if I'm allowed to use that word. Newbies, I'm talking about the artists of today, the trending artists, seeing them merge and bring out a wonderful experience that have never been felt in Romania before.
Yes, I'm very excited and I can't wait to see how it will all turn out.
It's going to be mind blowing. Trust me. I mean, I have done a couple of things in Romania before, and as a kind of test run, I don't want to. I mean, I don't think I owe them that to mention those names now, because right now it's all about Retro L'Amour and Retro L'Amour it is.
Yes, and also I find it really fascinating that actually you'll be singing with the people that inspired you, and you can actually like see that, and they will be there that night as well. How do you feel about that?
It's not the first time. Like I said, I have performed with Bonnie M over 4 times. I've graced stadiums with them over 4 times. I've graced stadiums with Dr. Alban. As a matter of fact, 3 days ago he was at my wedding. He was at my wedding right here in America. So he performed in my wedding, and we performed the song. I have a couple of songs with him. I have a song called "Turn It Up" with Dr. Alban. I also have another song with Dr. Alban called "Moving On," and that one features Lian Ross. And we are working on several other songs that will feature some other artists that are in trends today.
So it's an ongoing collaboration.
You say what?
It's an ongoing thing.
Yeah, it's an ongoing project.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are you hearing it for the first time? An ongoing project. I mean, it's mind blowing. It's coming soon.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your wedding. And I
Thank
also
you.
heard that your wife is from Cluj. And I wanted to ask you about that. Like, how do you feel? What did you like about this city, about the people? What do you think about Romanian culture? Because you also have 3 kids, I've heard.
Point of correction. My wife is not from Cluj.
Ah, okay.
Yes, my wife is American.
Really?
Yeah, point of correction. People have it mixed up, but it's not a topic. I don't think it's. We should make that a topic for now. But just to
Okay.
clarify, my wife is not from Cluj. My wife is from United States of America, and she's. I told you I'm on honeymoon, and she's right here with me. So um,
Okay.
yes, I have
But
kids. I have kids from my past relationship with a Romanian lady in Cluj. I have 3 kids from my past relationship, just for clarification.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. So yeah, that's maybe something that fans should know about because that's what I found. But it's like an update on your personal
Okay.
life. So I see.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, something that has to do with having a long life partner is very, very important. So I just thought I'd put it out there, because
Mhm.
knew, so many of my fans know about my kids and my past relationship. When it ended, I just thought it's wise to keep it. I mean, it's not because I mean, no, I don't think anyone gets happy after a relationship ends. I mean, especially if you're very much invested in that relationship. So it was not something that was pleasant. So it was so dark that I kept it to myself and took so much time to heal that people didn't know what was going on. But
Yeah.
I mean, now we know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So basically, it's good that you're still coming back to Cluj to
Yeah,
sing.
because Cluj remains home to me. Like I said, I
Mhm.
have 3 wonderful children. Even though they're good, I mean, even though via the dad, they're good Americans, they're
Mhm.
still Romanians. You understand? They are still, they have the Romanian blood. So no matter how American they can be, they are originally, I mean, it's the roof. And I have always had respect for Romania and Cluj to be uh, in particular. To be precise, I've always loved Cluj as a people. They have
Why?
always showed me love. They have always showed me love. I mean, I have never held the microphone in Cluj that is not is eruptive. I mean, so I would never ever turn my back on Cluj, Napoca, Romania, whenever I have the opportunity to be part of anything that has to do with them. In conclusion, Cluj is my blood. My children are from there.
That's amazing, and I don't know. I'm really glad that you're still, I don't know, can keep a positive mind about it and be excited. And I don't know, I just love your energy, and I'm really excited to see you at the party. And I'm sure
Thank
your
you.
vibes will be
Thank
there
you.
too.
Thank you.
Because,
Thank you.
like you said, we really need like this kind of dance music, and I don't know, to have fun in these like times that are pretty.
Yes. So, uh, I mean, so it's almost around the corner, right? 27th of July, 2024, Retro Lamour at the BT Arena. Oh, I love BT Arena. I mean, it's always fun to come to I mean, returning back there is gonna be fun with Dr. Alban, Lian Ross. I mean, the legendary Lian Ross. Oh God, I mean, that woman is very. I love her vocals. I mean, her energy, her
Mhm.
personal. So Lian Ross, then the winner, and let's not forget the almighty Bonnie M. I'm not talking about Bonnie M, whatever. You know, right now they always have cover bands. I'm talking about the original Bonnie M, Liz Mitchell and the crew. They are going to be live there, and several other little, other side attractions. We don't want to let the cat out of the bag now, but there's going to be other side attractions, DJs. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be an experience. So I ensure everybody out there to go out. If you don't have your tickets, you better start rushing your ticket now. Start rushing your ticket. If you're a concert goer, you know all the places to get the ticket. So you better start rushing now to go get your ticket, because if you don't get your ticket, then you're going to miss out. Especially now that they have, right now we have special packages going on, discount packages like right now I know for the VIP tickets, it's 80 euro, but right now they have a kind of bonanza going on. You buy two tickets, you get one free. So if I were anyone, I would go for that. Go rush that because when you have a VIP ticket, it gives you access to the press conference. It also gives you a special access, VIP access to get up and personal with the artists themselves, where you can take pictures, have personal signed autograph by this artist, and have a one-on-one chit chat with this artist for just $80. 80 euros. If I were anyone, I would grab that. Then the regular tickets, the regular ticket is $40, and there's a discount going on now where you can actually get your ticket. So if I were anyone, I would get that now. Get that discount ticket and go rush it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's Billets. There's this Billets where you can buy your ticket. You can go to Billets. You can go to Ecstasy. You can go to Entertix. You can go to Live Tickets. Billets, Ecstasy, Live Tickets, Entertix. Just click on the link and boom, you're connected and you're ready to rumble with the legendary Dr. Alban, Bonnie M, Lian Ross, and of course my humble self, Admiral C4C, the party animal. You know how we do it. We bring down the roof whenever we're there, It's gonna be great.
Yeah, we can't wait to see you. Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing, and I'm sure it will be worth it, and I can't wait for the event. And yes, I thank you for this interview and hope to see you there, and I hope to enjoy the show like everyone else, and yes, can't wait.
It's not gonna. You don't have any option but to enjoy the show. Have you ever been to a Bonnie M concert? Have you ever been to a Bonnie M concert? Have you?
No.
My days, oh my days. You've never been to a Bonnie M concert? Jesus.
Yeah.
Make sure you're there. Just make sure you're there. When I say mind blowing, it's gonna be mind blowing.
Yeah.
That kind of energy that you just want to feel that fire don't stop. That's what I'm assuring you with Retro L'Amour, 27th of July, BT Arena. Say no more. Just come. Go get your ticket right now. Go get your ticket and just come.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for everything. And yes, it was an amazing interview, and we are expecting you at the Retro L'Amour party.
Thank you. It's my pleasure being here today. Like I said, I had to squeeze out time out of just look at the background. You can see what's going on there. Just look at.
Guys, that's the ocean.
Yeah, that's the ocean view. You can see that's the ocean.
Cool.
And
I
am right at the ocean front. My hotel suite is right at the ocean front, where I just come downstairs, just go out there and just feel the wonderful nature, So I said, you know what? Okay, all right, I'm gonna come out. That's how much I love and respect Romania. That's how much I told my wifey, I said, wifey, I'm sorry, you have to just squeeze out this time. Don't worry. Immediately after this, you see, I'm already dressed. We're rushing down to the ocean to go have a good time and soak ourselves up in the sun. But it's my pleasure. It's an honor having me. Trust me when I say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And make sure I see you on the 27th of July and other wonderful people. Retro Lamore, Beach Arena. We're coming.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.